FBI sought nuclear documents on the lookout for Trump's domestic. Washington Post. Washington U.S. federal agents had been looking for files relating to nuclear weapons after they raided former President Donald Trump's domestic in Florida this week, the Washington Post pronounced on Thursday. It changed into not clean if such papers had been recovered at the former president's Mar-a-Lago motel in Palm Beach, the Post said. Could not right away verify the report. The U.S. Justice Department requested a choose on Thursday to make public the warrant that authorized the FBI seek of Mar-a-Lago, after Trump, a Republican, portrayed it as political retribution. The request method the general public could quickly learn greater approximately what investigators have been seeking out at some stage in the unparalleled seek of a former president's domestic. The search was a part of an research into whether or not Trump illegally eliminated information from the White House as he left office in January 2021, a number of which the Justice Department believes are categorized. Attorney General Merrick Garland, the top law enforcement officer and an appointee of Democratic President Joe Biden, advised an information convention that he had, in my view, authorized the hunt. The Justice Department also seeks to make public a redacted receipt of the items seized. The branch does not take this sort of choice gently. Where viable, it's Miles' standard practice to seek much less intrusive method as an opportunity to a seek, and to narrowly scope any seek this is undertaken, Garland mentioned. His selection to publicly affirm the hunt turned into tremendously uncommon. U.S. police officers commonly do no longer discuss ongoing investigations with a purpose to shield people's rights. In this situation, Trump himself announced the search in a Monday nighttime assertion. Garland said the Justice Department made the request to make public the warrant, in mild of the former president's public affirmation of the search, the encompassing circumstances and the great public hobby on this be counted. A supply familiar with the problem said the FBI retrieved about 10 containers from Trump's belongings all through the search. Trump turned into not in Florida on the time of the search. Late on Thursday, Trump called for the immediate release of files related to the hunt. Not solely will I not oppose the discharge of papers related to the un-American, unwarranted, and useless raid and break-in of my home in Palm Beach, Florida, Mar-a-Lago, I am going a step in addition by encouraging the instantaneous release of these documents, despite the fact that they were drawn up by way of radical left Democrats and feasible future political combatants, who've a sturdy and effective vested hobby in attacking me, a lot as they have got performed for the remaining 6 years. He mentioned on his Truth Social platform. The government has till 3 p.m. 1900 GMT on Friday to let the courtroom understand whether or not Trump's legal professionals will object to unsealing the warrant. The case is earlier than U.S. Magistrate Judge Bruce Reinhardt, who reviewed the warrant to ensure the Justice Department had sufficient probable cause for the quest. While searching for to USA the warrant, the Justice Department has not requested the choose to USA the sworn declaration in guide of the warrant, the contents of which can probably consist of categorized information. Two of Trump's legal professionals, Evan Corcoran and John Rowley, did now not respond to a request for remark. In an assertion earlier on his Truth Social community, Trump stated, "My attorneys and representatives had been cooperating absolutely, and excellent relationships had been installed. The government may want to have had anything they wanted, if we had it." Locked storage room. The exceptional search marked a sizable escalation in one of the many federal and kingdom investigations Trump is going through from his time in office and in non-public corporation, along with a separate one by means of the Justice Department right into a failed bid by means of Trump's allies to overturn the 2020 presidential election through filing phony slates of electors. The research into Trump's elimination of information began this year, after the National Archives made a referral to the branch. Former archivist David Ferriero has formerly said that Trump returned 15 boxes to the authorities in January 2022. The information later determined a number of the gadgets had been marked as categorized countrywide security statistics. A couple of months before the search, FBI sellers visited Trump's belongings to investigate containers in a locked storage room, in step with someone familiar with the go-to. The marketers and Corcoran spent a day reviewing materials, the supply mentioned.